Not an adequate enough crotch. Sure. Hello there beautiful people, and welcome back to Upcycled Only, where I take clothes I have found in secondhand stores and breathe new life into them so they look a little bit more like what you would see on fast fashion websites, but without the moral and ethical issues. Alright, so using these shorts that I already made in my t-shirt two-piece video, link in description, to measure out the ideal length of the shorts. Again, it has this little split detail here, which I just love. So I'm going to include that, and I think it should be an okay width. They seem to be all right, but I did go ahead and just mark that out. So that's going to make, all right, just destroy the work I've already done. So I know where to cut. That gives me enough material on the bottom and enough material on the top, mainly because I will be adding extra material. I picked this up in ED the other day. It's just like an offcut, and it's pink. It has gold stars in it, and we know that pink and grey go together really nice. So what I'm going to do is, alright, back to my very technical drawing here. You can see that I have decided to make this into two-piece, obviously, because that's what I do. And these bands here are going to be the pink and gold material. I'm going to slim down this top so it's a nice close-fitted crop, and there should be enough material, well, there will be enough material for me to make two bands, two elasticated bands here, so it adds a little bit of design interest, and also we get a little bit of length in the top and also the bottom, because I'm not sure that we would be able to have that length if we were just using the grey top. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut along that line, because that's how we start every two-piece. We cut it into two pieces, and then I will follow the same sort of process as I did with this turquoise two-piece to make the shorts. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these shorts directly, because I really like the way that they look. They're really nicely fitted, which is going to make life a lot easier for me, if I'm honest. And then we will tackle the top, which again, I'm just going to slim it down. I love the sleeves because they've got this elasticated band at the bottom. So I'm going to keep that, hopefully, and then hopefully make it a little bit more fitted on the top. Can we just assess how long it's taking me to cut this thing in half? Look, there's me, rearranging that with a straight line. That's not even a ruler. That's just a straight piece of wood I have. She tries measuring it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how difficult I find it to just cut in a straight line. Good God, she gets there eventually. Back to using the turquoise shorts as a template. I lay them down, use them as a template, and then immediately throw them away. Yes, your guess is as good as mine. I then stare at them blankly for many minutes, trying to figure out if I'm about to do this right or not. A good many minutes. I've edited out the amount of minutes that I sat there looking at them, because it was an extortionately long period of time. And then I suddenly decided that no, that is exactly how I wanted to cut them. So I did fold them in half, eventually, and I do eventually end up cutting them. Although the amount I do cut them is actually embarrassing. Look at that. Look at that curve. How is that going to go around anyone's butt? No. So I then spend the next 10 minutes pinning the front and the back together, thinking that this is an excellent idea and that it's all going to be plain sailing from here on out. I just sat down on my sewing machine. I've pinned up everything here to just sew it down, join the front and the back crotch seams together. I don't know what it is about this project, but I don't feel very hopeful about it. I feel like what I want to do is not achievable, and that's not through me not believing in myself, that's through physically there not being enough material for me to work with, because the width of this piece of material is not quite as much as the turquoise top. so it might be too tight, which would suck. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Hopefully, story of my life, hopefully. And hopefully we come out with something that is wearable and acceptable in society. So I'm going to sew down the front and the back. I've already kind of sort of tried it on whilst it was pinned together, which is really not a good indication of how it's gonna look, because anyway, I'm gonna try and sew it together, see what happens, and hopefully it'll look good, because I want it to work, because I feel like the idea is really cool. I really like the different coloured bands on the top and the bottom. I think that's a really cool design feature. I thought I was finally figuring it out. I thought I was making progress, but apparently I just, delusions of grandeur again, you know, Elphaba style. I have been sewing for about 5 minutes and I just keep stabbing myself, which is great, which is what you want from life at all points. Really hurts. Okay, front and back is now sewn. I have a feeling that I am going to be chopping further into this than I wanted to, because I feel like this crotch is not a adequate enough crotch. All right, Tamsin. So I'm now going to sew along, which, unlike last time, these two sides, do they actually match? No, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Am I surprised that it's not perfect? No. Do you know what? I actually like it when things aren't perfect, because it means that I will be super surprised when it turns out well. I'm gonna go ahead and sew the bottom part of the crotch together, which it's like, what, a centimetre? It won't take that long. That is not the look that I was going for. Look, the crotch doesn't look good, and that was my initial thinking, that the crotch wasn't gonna look good. I need to figure this out. I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm gonna figure it out, because I'm not gonna give up until it's done. So I stood in front of the mirror and I tried desperately to make these shorts fit. I took them at the side, I took them in at the front. That is what looks so odd here. I'm just trying to take in material, really. I'm trying to make them fit. As you can see, didn't quite work. Look at that. She thinks she's done it as well. Look how excited she thinks she is. No, Tamsin, no. I think I just fixed it. I'm not sure how that happened. Apparently, having faith in myself and just doing it worked. So there's something. Ow. I keep stabbing myself. Okay. Alright, so I'm still not convinced on the fit of these shorts. I'm in denial that I don't know how to fix the fit of the shorts, so I'm just going to start on the waistband. Which is a bloody ridiculous idea, because I can't even attach the waistband until the shorts are properly sewn. But obviously this doesn't matter in the land of Tamsin, so I'm going to go ahead and start making the waistband anyway. I cut 2 pieces of that fabric, the same width. Well, I say same. A very similar. And it needs to go all the way around my waist. So I have pinned this together, which was going to make one very long piece of fabric. I'm then going to fold it in half and make a tunnel, turn it inside out. Nope. And then I'm going to attach it to the edge of this. And I'm going to remain in denial about the fact that they don't really fit properly. But hopefully some sort of a waistband will help that. And if it doesn't, then we just seam rip, we start again, and we contemplate our life choices. Okay, we sewed it, we joined it together, and then we folded it in half the way we thought we were going to, right sides kissing. We did have to seam rip because we realised we actually didn't need to do it right sides together. We could just done it wrong sides together, create a tunnel, and then use the seam allowance and use that, otherwise it was going to be too small, it wasn't going to work. Subconsciously, I knew I was going to mess up, and I did mess up. Oh God, do you know what? I'm not sure I can for the rest of the day today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It's a new day, it's a fresh day. I don't hate my life. We are back with a renewed energy, ready to tackle this project. One thing I did do was see if I could change the fit a little bit more. That remains to be seen if that was successful or not, because I've not yet tried them on, because I only just did it. I have sewn down this waistband thing. I am now ready to attach this bit right here. We are going to sew these shorts, there we go. We're gonna sew along here. We're gonna fold that like that so it looks nice and clean. We're gonna put some elastic through here just as a test and see how they fit once I've done that. Not gonna lie, gang, they look pretty good. I don't want to try them on because I'm scared that they'll look shit. Look at that crotch. Okay, so we have some teething issues. Honestly, the back's not much better. Oh God, it's comical. It's comical. Look at that. Okay, so in trying to figure out what to do, I have come to the conclusion that I have cut them wrong. I'm going to try and reattach some material in the crotch area so I can add more. I think this crotch being too short is a problem. I'll be back when I've reattached my crotch. So I seam ripped everything, and then I went through the very, very painstaking process of sewing little pieces of material onto the crotch to extend it. I really hope it works because it took me so long. I'm gonna leave this again for today because I have to go and do my other job, but I have attached it on one side and I am gonna attach it on the other. Am I gonna do that now? Maybe I'll do that now just to see what it's like. I mean, I have to put the whole thing together to see what it actually looks like, but I think just that extra 1.5 inches is gonna make a difference. Giggity. Do you know what? I kind of like it when I do it wrong because I feel like more hard work went into it. I do think I am going to keep this one because hopefully it's gonna look super cute, and I am avoiding starting the top because I know I have to finish this first, and I will finish it first. I will. You will not beat me. Hi. So it's been a while. It's been a while because I've been procrastinating and I've been in denial that I need to finish this project. The shorts I have thought about thoroughly and have realised that the front is fine. It's the back because I need more material in the crotch for that. Basically, there wasn't enough material to make a pair of shorts, which is fine. What I'm gonna do is cut the top. I'm gonna slim it down, take down the sleeves as well, because with the slimmed down top, it's gonna need some slimmed down sleeves as well. And then we're gonna use the material. We're gonna use the material that I've cut down from the top and put it into the shorts. It's gonna be very patchwork, but I don't care, and I'm the one wearing it, so you know. Yes, I'm fully aware of how cute this top looks without me doing anything to it. However, I am going to slim it down around about here, I would say. Highly scientific, highly technical. We don't want it that tight because then I'm not going to be able to move in it, but we are going to also take down the sleeves. We are pinned. We are ready to sew. I'm going to baste it first, which means basically doing a temporary stitch so I don't have to spend so long unpicking it. If I do have to unpick it, because let's face it, I'm probably gonna. So I'm moving into a new house in a couple of weeks. House, lols, flat. And do you know what I'm really excited about? A table and a chair. Because at the moment, I sew on a table that moves and a sofa. It's not ideal. It's quite uncomfortable, especially with my scoliosis going on. I'm excited to become an adult, finally, at 30 years old. I'm again having commitment issues. I don't want to cut the inside off until I know it's working, but the problem with that is that it puckers until I cut it off. So I'm just gonna get over myself, I'm gonna cut it off. I like the shape so far. I think it works better than what it was before. I must mention, the only time I ever have commitment issues is like now with sewing. I don't have commitment issues in life. Wife me, please. Hands up who thinks I should have just left it like this. Yeah, me too. Lols. Okay, now that I have cut these bits off the top, I am now going to try and insert these into my shorts to make the crotch longer. Now I'm saying it, I'm like, Tamsin, how are you going to do this? I don't know. I truly don't know. But I'm going to figure it out because I want this to work. Do you see why I'm so determined to make this happen? Because it's gonna be cute, but I need to get it right. So you see here, the front fits well. It looks good. It is a nice length. I managed to put in extra crotch bits, however. That is not a good look. We need to figure that out somehow. I'm thinking I need to add in this to this to give that more room. I'm hoping it's as easy as just cutting up here and then putting that in there. Crotch extended. It worked. I can't believe it worked. There's too much crotch. I think what I'm gonna do is put some darts in so they look a little bit more tailored. We'll see how that works. I wish I had basted this. I did not. That was a mistake. I'm not really sure how I've done it, but I've managed to tailor these shorts. They don't look awful. I put 2 darts in the back here, and I also put 2 darts here, and then I took them out because they looked shit. I then closed this up, and this flap here will disappear once I sew down here. The only thing is it now kind of doesn't really go, so I've got like tailored shorts and a super relaxed top. Maybe I will change the shape of the top, but I'm gonna sew this all together. I'm very grateful that it's stretchy material, otherwise I would have had to put a zipper in, and that's not what anyone wants from life, really. Yes, but I have a pair of shorts. My initial plan was to put this also here. I'll cut out the bits for the waistband, the other waistband that I need, and then measure around with elastic and put that in and just see how it works. Honestly, this jumper is super comfortable. I know when I left I said that I was going to try and start on the top, but I finally finished the shorts. I took the elastic out because it's all stretchy anyway. They fit. Now we are actually going to start on this bit here. Well, the good news is I don't hate it. The bad news is I don't love it. This is what my very average picture looked like, but I don't like it. I think part of the problem lies in the fact that the top is a little too long. We'll move it up maybe 2 centimeters or so. There's also a slight discrepancy between the fact that that this is fitted and this is gathered, but I want this to be loose fitting. Basically, I don't really know what I want, which is unlike me, really. I'm happy with it up until now. These shorts are super cute and they are super comfortable and they fit well. It took me long enough to sew them, so they damn well should fit well. And after taking off that top waistband and re-sewing it 2 centimeters higher, we have a matching set that honestly looks much better than it did before. And it even goes with jeans. I mean, what doesn't go with jeans, honestly, really? But I would say that I do prefer it as a matching 2-piece. Yay! We made it work.